Technology is making it possible for students with a variety of cognitive and physical disabilities to access the curriculum and participate in the general education classroom setting. Assistive technology enables students with disabilities to communicate, perform classroom tasks, and participate in the curriculum. Establishing the right technology supports for students with disabilities requires appropriate assessment, shared decision-making, and careful planning related to implementation strategies. IDEA 97 increased the emphasis on assistive technology and added the requirement that a student's need for assistive technology must be considered in developing an individual education program. Assistive technology is any item, piece of equipment, or product that's used to increase, maintain, or improve functional capabilities of individuals with disabilities. When people think about assistive technology, they often think about computers or sophisticated electronic devices. However, assistive technology should be viewed as a continuum that ranges from no-tech, non-electronic technology and low-tech devices to very complex high-technology systems. No-tech solutions involve items that don't require electronics, such as communication boards, Velcro fasteners, pencil grips, slant boards, and strategies or environmental adaptations like adaptive seating or positioning equipment. Low-tech devices have very simple electronics that are often powered by standard batteries. Examples include talking spell checkers, single message speaking devices, and simple switches. High-tech devices involve more complex equipment, such as computers, augmentative communication systems, and sophisticated computer input systems, such as those controlled by eye gaze or speech. Technology enables children with disabilities to interact with peers, to be more productive, and to become more independent and self-confident about their abilities. Whether high-tech or low-tech, technology that meets individual needs is changing the lives of students with disabilities. This video highlights several students who use assistive technology to support their learning. You'll hear from students, professionals, and families about how assistive technology is being used in the classroom and the difference it makes in student achievement.
Is it? Yes, that's right. Good.
He had minimal communication skills, and the Dynavox is, because of the unlimited access to different means of communication, he's just opened up considerably. As a matter of fact, yesterday, just bringing him to school, there are days he does things that almost shock us now. We have to sit and think, did he do that because he saw something that caused him to react that way? For instance, yesterday, he's in the process of getting a new bicycle. Yesterday on the way to school, he saw somebody passing on a bike, and he pushed the button that said bicycle. So, I mean, he is now able to see things out in the community and react to them, not just in a closed setting. So, I mean, yeah, we've seen some pretty remarkable changes.
So the Dynavox gives him a way to participate in and be a part of what's happening in the classroom by programming curriculum in. We set him up for success with, call it errorless learning, and we want to make sure he's learning the right things.
You tell me when you hear the heartbeat, okay? Now, which side is it going to be on, left or right? Which side of his heart? Left. Okay. Now I want you to punch store. Now I want you to play it back. Go back to the icon that we had that guy. But this way, every day we can give Mark his new vocabulary. And at night, and he and his parents can go home and review what we've learned. He participates in all of the lab activities with the students. We did a forensics unit about 3 weeks ago, and Mark was totally fascinated by it was a murder mystery, and he and his dad would go home at night and discuss the lab that we did during the day and the evidence we collected, and they wrote this fabulous story, didn't you?
Please pause the video at this time. Later in the session, we'll return to the video to view vignettes of the students who are successfully using assistive technology to support their learning, and we'll hear more from teachers and students.